Hi, welcome on to Transfer Daily, and wow, what a game that was yesterday. Well, I'll tell you what, long drive all the way up there to Liverpool to watch that game, Arsenal versus Everton, and we got off to a poor start. Defending was abysmal by Arsenal. We actually started off pretty well in the game, and then poor defending. They get the first goal. The second goal, the referee, who I fought yesterday, had an absolute nightmare in the game, gave Arsenal nothing, was booking Arsenal players for fun, but letting Everton players get away with the same type of tackles, etc. And, the very second goal, first of all, definite foul on Per Mertesacker. I heard them saying on Match of the Day, strength. That's what they always say. Yeah, he used his strength. No, he fouled Per Mertesacker. And then the goal, as offside as you could see, we could see that from the stands. And if you even look at the replays of that, referee was the linesman standing right in line with it and still didn't see it. But full credit to Arsenal for coming back, and I was really happy for Olivier Giroud. He's been under so much heavy criticism, and he basically came on, changed the game. Had a couple of chances, didn't take them, but came up with a massive goal at the end. And again, Aaron Ramsey as well getting in there with a goal. So good performance, although Giroud looked injured at the end. I saw him getting onto the team bus and he was on crutches. So will he be out for that big game coming up on Wednesday, which is a massive game, by the way, against Besiktas? And again, showing us that we possibly need a striker. Again, yesterday, we were relying on Olivier Giroud. And we need another striker in the club. I think it was pretty obvious yesterday that we need a striker in the club. And defensive midfielder again, although I thought that Flamini had a decent game, again, an area of the pitch where we definitely need an upgrade. Now, looking at some of the rumours today, one of the players being linked to be, again, a perfect fit in that area, but would cost a huge amount of money, is Arturo Vidal. Now, Arturo Vidal, Chilean international, more of a box-to-box midfielder than a holding midfielder, but he's been linked with a move. And what the Court Offside, who the outlet who coming out with this one today, they're saying that Arsenal are willing to let Podolski go, which it looks like they will be letting Podolski go. He was even left out of the full team squad yesterday for that trip. They're saying that Arsenal are willing to let Podolski go to Juventus plus cash to bring Arturo Vidal in the other way. Now, whether that will happen or not, I don't know. That would be a massive deal if Arsenal pulled it off. Juventus seem adamant that they're not going to sell Vidal. Manchester United have been trying all summer to try and get him. You can't say never with Arsenal at the moment, because they have been pulling off big deals. They pulled off Sanchez, they pulled off Ozil, so you can't say it's impossible. I'd say it looks a bit unlikely to me, but you never know. You never know if a deal like this could happen. But that's what the rumour is, that Arsenal are in talks with Juventus over Podolski plus cash for Arturo Vidal. Podolski also in the news in the papers over there in Germany today, in the German paper Bild, where they're saying, again reporting how he was left out of the squad yesterday, and they're saying that they feel that he could be on his way to either Wolfsburg or Juventus, or they're also linking him with a move to the MLS, to the New York Red Bulls, or to the brand new franchise New York City. So Podolski seems to have a lot of options. It looks like Arsenal are willing to sell. Of course, he's on about £100,000 a week reportedly at Arsenal, so they get that off the wage bill to hopefully bring someone else in. We've got to be careful. I believe we've got to be careful how we do this, because Podolski is a goal scorer. Even in a game like yesterday, he's the sort of player that you could have bought on to try and get you a goal. Now, he's a reliable goal scorer. Maybe he can't do that role playing up front on his own, but I think we'd have to be very careful. If we let Podolski leave the club, we must come with an excellent replacement for Podolski. And remember, he's really is a fan's favourite as well, so he's normally good for morale in the dressing room. So whoever comes in for Podolski's got to be a top-class player. That's in my view. Khedira again being linked linked again to Arsenal today. It's all over every single media outlet. They're saying that this is a week where Arsenal may decide to move for Khedira. Price could be anything from about £8 million to £12 million, which has dropped way from the initial 25 million that he was being talked about for Sami Khedira. He was left out of the Real Madrid team the other day. He even said himself in an interview that he feels like he's being left out at the moment by Real Madrid. Doesn't look like he's going to be signing for them. Manchester United interested, Bayern Munich interested, Chelsea reportedly interested, some big clubs, and Arsenal. We will find out this week for sure where Sami Khedira is going to be heading, and that's going to be really, really intriguing to see if he does come to Arsenal or if he does head out somewhere else. Defender Winston Reid being heavily linked today in the Metro. They claim that he hasn't signed a contract extension at West Ham, and Arsenal are very interested in him. Apparently, I've heard right from the start of the summer that Arsenal have been interested in Winston Reid for quite a while and will be willing to bring him in to Arsenal for that central centre-back cover. Of course, I'm sure he'd love to come and play for a big club like Arsenal, coming all the way from New Zealand, being in the Champions League, hopefully. You know, he would love that. So, again, that's one we're going to have to watch. West Ham will fight vigorously to hold on to him because he's such an important player to them. Really is the sort of rock at the heart of their defence. Or alternatively, a lot of other outlets linking two players. Kostas Manolos, who a lot of outlets are saying that deal will get done this week. We've been hearing for so long that it's going to get done, but nothing yet. And Toby Alderweireld still being linked on with a move from Atletico Madrid to Arsenal, the Belgian international, to play as a centre-back. And finally, one that's being talked about, and as I said, Arsenal in need of a striker, lack of strikers out there. We're still hearing lots of Cavani links. Again, whether that will happen or not, it's really doubtful. You know, for starters, will PSG be willing to sell him when, you know, there's an injury to Ibrahimovic at the moment? We really, really don't know. But those are some of the rumours that are going around today, and lots of rumours flying around. We're moving into this week now where the transfer window is only 1 week, a week on Monday. That is when that transfer window will be closing, so there's going to be some massive rumours flying around the place, but all will be revealed by that date. Let's see what you guys have been saying. AFC of NYC says to me that I should stop listening to Caught Offside. Eric, I'm not listening to them. I'm reporting on what the rumours are out there, and that's what they're going big with today. I know they've got some rumours horribly wrong recently. There was a rumour a couple of weeks ago where I can't remember which player they said was signed in on the Monday. He still hasn't signed. Eric Walsh says, I actually think we can sign Vidal plus a world-class striker. Vidal will be very, very expensive, but I don't know. Southster98 says, Flamini was good yesterday, but he's lacking technically. A decent squad player, though. I kind of agree with that. He is a squad player. But when you're going up against the real top quality teams, I think you need somebody better. Juan Partida says £100,000 a week wages for Podolski is ridiculous. Wow, there's so many coming through. And again, as I was saying the other day, I love the way you guys debate amongst each other. I had a load of comments here lined up to read, and they just disappeared off my screen. But Eric Walsh is saying that he's feeling very positive about this transfer window. Listen, I think a lot of the deals that Arsenal possibly going to try and get over the line are very tough deals. Like say Khedira is a tough deal to do because they're obviously trying to negotiate if they want to get that done. To get Vidal over the line will take a hell of a lot of negotiating. So I really can see a lot of things going down to the wire, down to the last minute. And I really think there's going to be another one of those weeks where you see lots of deals being done by Arsenal at the last minute, and even some of them that are going to be, you know, Arsene Wenger, some things straight out of the hat that you weren't expecting. Another Kelmstrom, for instance. Another one here, just a last few here. Olivia Fabier says, "Hey Robbie, apparently Roy Hodgson is going to call up Callum Chambers for the England squad." And I'll tell you what, Callum Chambers, although he made a couple of mistakes yesterday that nearly cost us, but he's a young kid and he's just doing great things, really doing great things for Arsenal. Really is going to be a great player for the future. Aditya says, "I'm happy that Sanchez was there defending yesterday during the match. If everybody noticed, he worked tirelessly, Sanchez, but it didn't seem to work with him playing up front on his own." Now, if you're going to play Alexis Sanchez up front on his own, the service into him has to be better. You've got to get the ball into his feet. And yesterday, the service into Alexis Sanchez was really poor. I saw some analysts pointing out that he was too deep, etc. I think he was coming so deep because he just wasn't getting the ball. Edward Jones says Lars Bender would be great. Lots of people, including Mo yesterday, excuse me, who was like really saying that Lars Bender would be perfect. Dean Kane says so surprised that nobody is calling for Lars Bender, and again, lot of people want to bring Lars Bender into the club. Listen, so many transfer rumours flying around today, but we're going to find out this week. This is the big week. We will definitely find out who's going where. Thanks for watching Transfer Daily today. Don't forget, check out all our videos from yesterday. Loads and loads of stuff. Brilliant fan reaction stuff from straight after the game. The fans, understandably, very happy. We were 2-0 down, remember. It felt like a victory to come back in that game. It showed a lot of fighting spirit from Arsenal. Let's not forget, and I think this was missed by a lot of the TV presenters yesterday. Let's not forget, Arsenal played during the week away in Turkey to Besiktas, then had to go and take on that game yesterday. So to come back from 2-0 down, that showed tremendous fighting spirit. Players in the team that haven't played together ever before, in Mertesacker and Chambers. Mertesacker hasn't even had a pre-season. I mean, I thought, same with Ozil, no pre-season. It was great fighting spirit from Arsenal to get back. Not at their best, but I still think the best is yet to come. And add a couple of signings to that. I mean, look at the strength and depth on the bench yesterday that they were able to bring on. Add a couple of world-class signings to them, and I'm telling you, we can definitely do something this season.